Greetings and welcome to Eat at Lou's. Today I'm going to try something that I have wanted to try for a really long time. I first got the inspiration from this cookbook, which my sister has had for a really long time, probably close to 20 years at this point, and I recently got a copy of. And it tells you how to make your own butter churn in the cookbook. Well, I actually found another way of doing it, not making a butter churn out of a coffee can and a potato masher, but instead you just pour your heavy whipping cream into a mason jar and shake it. And I'm like, well, that sounds easy. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. So first thing first, I need to open up my milk carton. Now, they recommend that you start out with room temperature milk. So this has been sitting out for a little while, so it got room temperature. And you need a jar that's at least twice the size of the amount of milk that you're doing. So this is a 1 pint jar. This is a half cup of heavy whipping cream. You put the lid on it, make sure the lid is nice and secure, and shake it. And that's all you do. You just shake it. So I'm going to fast forward this, and you'll get to watch me shaking. It's like a shake weight, except I'll actually get some cool biceps probably. Now it's starting to feel really thick. Real time, it's starting to feel really thick. And I want to see what it looks like at this point, because I think at some point you're supposed to get whipped cream. That's about where we are now, maybe a little bit more. And if you keep going past the whipped cream stage, put it down. That lid still doesn't want to go on right. If you keep going past the whipped cream stage, you'll eventually get to the point where the buttermilk and the butter separate. So that's what we're waiting for. It'll start getting like clunky. I have gone past the point of whipped cream, and you can see it's starting to give me some butter curds. Not quite to butter yet, though. It has been 3 minutes and 41 seconds since I started this video. I think I'm done. Yeah, I have a ball of butter, and the liquid is buttermilk. That was really quick, so much faster than I thought it was going to be. It's been 4 minutes and 28 seconds since I started the video, not since I started shaking. So it only took a few minutes to get it to this point. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going for about 2 more minutes just to make sure that my buttermilk is all congealed. I don't know if that's the right word. Emulsified. Maybe that's the right word. There we are. I think this is all the more we're going to get. So the next part of this is that I need to get a bowl of cold water and first strain off the buttermilk, which I can use for biscuits or something that involves buttermilk, or I can drink it if I wasn't horrifyingly lactose intolerant. And I put the butter into the cold water and squish it to get the last of that buttermilk out and help it solidify. So I'm going to step out of screen, and when I have everything on the counter, we'll resume. And I'm back. Huzzah! So the first thing I need to do is strain out my buttermilk. So I have a sieve here. Smells like butter. And then, I don't know if I'd put it straight in. Well, I guess I'll dump it straight in. Okay. Oh, I hate the feeling of butter on my hands. I didn't think this out. So I guess you just kind of squidge it to help it solidify. I filled my water a little bit too high. Then just very gently squeezing it between my hands. Not so hard that the butter itself will squeeze out, but hopefully that the water will squeeze out. And this is a fun activity that you could do with kids. I mean, show them where our food comes from. Back into the water. My water may not be cold enough either. I put it in the fridge right before I started, thinking that it would take 20 minutes to make the butter, but it really didn't. So it's not solidifying, but I imagine a little bit of time in the refrigerator will do that. My hands might also be too warm. So I guess at this point you'd maybe push it into a mold, and then you'd have like a mold with a stick of butter, or like if you have one of those lambs for Christmas, or more likely Easter, that you can push it into. I mean, this is a pretty nice butter. It feels like I'm holding a handful of butter. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to turn off the video. I'll worry about that some other time. Okay, so yeah, this worked really well. I recommend doing this with kids. If you teach elementary school, it might be a fun activity for them. Maybe get the heavy whipping cream donated by a local dairy. They could come in and talk about like where milk comes from. Or if you're one of those moms who likes to do handsy things with their kid, like fun hands-on activities with their kids, not anything creepy. Hands-on activities with your kids, you could do this with them. But yeah, I'm gonna just let this go into the water and hopefully it'll congeal a little. And then I'm gonna wash my hands like 7 million times because I hate the feeling of butter on them. And then I'll turn off the camera. But have a great day, everyone. I'll see you again next week. Bye.